Record on this computer. And we are live. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Now for our final presentation for our first day of World Veg Fest, we have Chef Reina Montenegro. She will be making a vegan Kare dish for us tonight. I'm so excited to hear all about it, Reina. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me again for the second year in a row. It's amazing. Thank you. Today I am teaching this dish that is super complicated. When I used to be a meat eater, they had used oxtail and some disgusting stuff, you know, and I've managed to veganize it and make it taste like the real thing. So I'm excited to share it.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
Yeah. So it's vegetables and peanut sauce, basically, is what I call it.
Oh, yum. Is it super hearty?
Very hearty. It's like a stew, you know, it's usually people eat it with rice.
Oh, perfect thing to learn how to make right here, right as we're beginning to get into fall.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm super excited to see it. Okay, I'm going to hand it over to you, and I might pop in from time to time with a question or a comment.
Absolutely. Hey guys, so we're going to start. If you can't see me very well, I apologize. I am doing this out of my home. I'm going to heat up my pan to medium-high heat right now. And I'm going to put some oil in my pan, just not very much, just a little bit. And let me tell you what I'm going to put in first. This is called a natto powder. I'm going to do it close so you can see. It's basically a natto seeds. They powdered it. And I'm going to put about a teaspoon of it here. And this doesn't have any taste at all. This is just natural coloring to make the dish look kind of reddish, you know. I'm not sure why. I should look that up. I don't know why people like to, you know, make this dish look kind of reddish. I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, if you can't find it, then it's okay. You can order it on online, or you can go to like a Asian market. It's there. It's called annatto. So I know my students have a lot of questions about that. So you're just gonna cook it in oil until it melts, you know, and then it colors the oil. And then you're gonna add this paste called the black bean garlic sauce. And I think in all Asian dishes, as a vegan anyway, this is what we love to use because it really gives that deep, you know, flavor, the umami of the dish. And I'm gonna put about a tablespoon of that in here. So this thing, you don't even have to put garlic anymore in your dish because it already has so much garlic in here. It has fermented black beans and soy. And so you're going to add that onto your annatto powder and oil mixture. You're just going to wait till it gets really mixed in there. And then next I'm going to add like a quarter of a cup to a half a cup of peanut butter. So I'm using the natural peanut butter, you know, it's not the commercial kind. You can even get, you know, or you can grind your own. You can make your own peanut butter if you like. But I'm hoping that I'm not going to set off the alarm in my house. But this is the best place with the good lighting. So I'm gonna show this to you just so you can see it. That's what it looks like. It's gonna look like a paste. And you're just gonna melt down the peanut butter until it's well incorporated into your black bean garlic sauce and your annatto powder. So you're gonna just mix that in there, and you are gonna need some water because that's how you're gonna make the stew. And so put about a cup of water in there right now. And this is the time when you put your heat up to high, so it, you know, can melt in there with the water. So while that's happening, I'm gonna tell you what vegetables I'm gonna use. So traditionally they use string beans, they use eggplant, and they also use bok choy. or any kind of like green vegetables. You know, this is yochon. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but yeah, these are like greens. It's like in the same family, I think, as bok choy. So I'm going to add the vegetables that cook the longest, and at this point it's the eggplant. So I'm going to add the eggplant in here. Sometimes I'll fry the eggplant first, just so you know, get a head start. If you don't want to use oil or deep fry, you can put this in an air fryer too, just to brown them. But today I decided to just add it in regularly like everyone else, and then it will get really thick, you know, so you're going to add more water again, and just to cover the eggplant and melt everything else in there. And also I'm going to add these peas that I had. That's the only thing about this. The great thing about this dish is it's so versatile. You know, you can use anything that's in your refrigerator. Like I know these days, you know, you buy a bunch of vegetables and then you're like, oh my gosh, my vegetables are rotting. And that's you know, that's my life right there. You know, I buy a bunch of vegetables and I end up not eating them. So you can add whatever you want in here. I mean, sometimes you can add, some people put potato, you know, there's really, for me, there's really no rules in cooking. You know, I like a lot of people put rules. I don't ever follow a recipe. I don't ever write a recipe down, which is kind of tough. But, you know, I did do an ebook. It's called Filipino Filipino Classics, plant-based Filipino Classics. So if you want to check it out, I did write one last year or this year, February. So I'm just letting that boil together. I think if you guys have any questions at this point, this would be a good time because we're waiting for the eggplant to cook. So I also have some bok choy, baby bok choy, which I cut, you know. Yeah.
One of our audience members, Renee, who's actually going to be one of our featured chefs later on during World Veg Fest. Hi, Renee. She said she tuned in a little bit late and missed the first part. Could you go over the little bit of the beginning real quick?
Of course. So I put oil, and then I added some annatto powder, which is just powdered annatto seeds, which you can get in any Asian grocery stores. You can also buy online. So I put about a teaspoon of it just for color. This doesn't have any taste. It's just for the color. And then after that, I added some black bean garlic sauce. And then I added about a fourth of a cup to half a cup of peanut butter, creamy peanut butter. Some people like crunchy too, if you wanted to add that in. And then after I mixed all that in, I added water to make the sauce. And then that's when I added the eggplant and then the peas. And then I was telling people you can add whatever vegetables you like or what you have at the house. Probably not lettuce and not maybe spring mix, but like spinach would be good here, you know, at the very end if you have it. So it's just a very popular dish that I always teach because it's easy, you know, and the ingredients are pretty accessible. So.
And speaking of teaching, our raffle giveaway after your cooking demo is actually a one-on-one 2-hour cooking lesson with Chef Reina. So if you all are interested in winning that raffle prize, go make a little PayPal donation now. $5 for a raffle ticket. Thank you so much for donating that, Reina. We appreciate it.
Of course. Yes. I'm excited to teach someone one-on-one. I haven't done that in a while. Fun. So yeah, you're gonna just keep adding water here. And so once the eggplant is soft, that's when you add the rest of your ingredients. Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna add the bok choy. It's a lot of bok choy. Then I'm gonna add, this would be the time when you add your spinach if you're adding spinach to the dish, or you can also add bell peppers. You can really add whatever you want in here. you know, this is also gluten-free. Except maybe the black bean sauce is not gluten-free. I'm sorry, there's soy in this. You can use a tamari. Don't use this. You know, if you were gluten-free, I would do a fermented black beans, okay? And then I would use fermented black beans, and then I would use a tamari soy sauce, which is gluten-free. If you wanted to make this dish gluten-free, so I know I hear that a lot. I get asked that a lot, like, is this gluten-free? You know, so I'm just gonna keep stirring this until the veggies get a little wilted. But yeah, I mean, that's about it, guys. I mean, this is how I make this. You can get all fancy and add like, there's these mushrooms that kind of look like tripe, which I'm kind of nervous to eat, to be honest. But yeah, because they add, you know, that part of the animal in the traditional dish. But some people, if you want to really be very, very close to what the original dish is, you can add that in if you like. And also, I've also done, yeah, morels. Thank you. I've also added fried tofu in here at the end. Oh my goodness, it's so good. I love anything fried, and I'm doing this 30-day no fried food, which is so hard. But yeah, as soon as that 30-day hits, I'm having fried food, FYI.
I love that this dish is so versatile. It seems like you could add almost anything into it.
Yeah, look at it.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's just, and the more you let it sit, the more it soaks up the veggies, and so it's just, for me, it's the most comforting dish ever. And then if you want spicy, you can add your spice in here. You can put sambal or sriracha. I mean, you know, you can do whatever you like, and you don't even have to add salt. You don't need to. Wait, I'm sorry. Oh, someone's asking a question.
Oh, where is the dish originally from?
Philippines, and it's from Ilocanos are from Iloco, right? Yeah, Ilocos. Yeah, it's an Ilocano dish from the Philippines. Yeah.
And I love that you can make it. You can make it gluten-free.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like you could even make it soy-free with just a few little tweaks if you had soy allergies.
Yeah, and you can use aminos if you can't use soy sauce. And also, I've also been asked, you know, if you are not allergic to peanuts, there's an alternative that's very close to peanut butter that it's not peanut butter. I'm not sure what it's called, but I've been asked this question before, and there's a product that you can order online that it's very, very similar to peanut butter, and then it's not. It's for the people that have peanut allergies. Yeah.
Oh, that's excellent, because there are a lot of folks with nut allergies. That's for sure, particularly peanut allergies.
For sure.
So how long does it cook?
15 to 20 minutes, depending on what kind of veggies you put in here. And the only reason why it's taking a little bit longer for me is because I have these eggplant in here, and it's still, you know, cooking, but it literally takes 15 to 18 minutes tops.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's
so
amazing.
Quick. Yeah, and it's so good.
Do you do anything to the eggplant before?
This time I did not, but usually what I do is I deep fry these guys. But I'm not doing deep fry. So yeah, so I would deep fry these eggplant, and what happens is it becomes gelatinous, you know, the inside of the eggplant. Once you deep fry it, gets so that is what I would do to mimic what they would put in here, which is the oxtail, because that's what it would taste. You know, the texture is like that. And that's how I trick people into liking the dish, thinking that there's something there that they're missing, you know. But today, I'm not today.
That's what I love about your recipes. You find these really clever ways to represent the same kind of flavors and textures in the original dish that are completely cruelty-free.
Yeah, that's my goal, you know, is to trick people into like, you know what, you really don't need that because you can just do this, you know?
I have had omnivore friends eat your ribs and have their minds blown.
Yes, that's the goal. That's the goal. Those are my target people, the omnivores. Yeah.
And that really does seem to be like a theme that we're having today is like planting those seeds, like give people just a little taste of something, a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of something, and you can really open up a whole world of possibilities just by planting seeds.
Yeah, I am so for that, for sure. I'm gonna put some in that bowl so that I can show you guys what it looks like. But yeah, if you guys have any questions for me, I'd be happy to answer them.
Is that recipe available in your book?
Yes, it is actually. It is. It's
Oh,
on
excellent.
Amazon. Yep. And I have it's 13 recipes in that book that are very close to my heart, and those recipes, you know, those dishes I grew up eating, and they're mostly plants, you know, and there's no fake meat or anything except for maybe one recipe with the adobo, but those are very natural, more natural recipes. But here's what it is, guys, if you want to take a look closer.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Like, that's what it would look like.
That is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And we did have a couple of requests for posting of the recipe. I'll do you one better, folks. I will post a link to Rayna's book so you can get her book that has the recipe in it. How about that?
Yay!
Because then you can get a whole bunch of other recipes, because I'm telling you, this woman is a genius. I have never, ever seen anybody do the things that you do with food, ever.
Thank you so much.
It just, I can taste that. And I've had that dish before at the restaurant, and I can actually taste it. It just brings back all of these flavor memories.
Yeah, Erwin is here. We're gonna have this for dinner.
Hi, Erwin.
She says hi.
Hi.
He's manning the TV for me while I'm doing this.
Well, thank you for being a cameraman, Erwin. We appreciate it.
He says thanks. Yeah.
And if you guys want to see some seriously fun food adventures, you should check out these two's Instagram feed, along with Ava's as well. Ava Tong has some amazing Instagram.
I know she's definitely in that. I'm on a kind of a break from social media because we're about to do an announcement next week. Unfortunately, I can't talk about it right now, but next week we're gonna have this big announcement, and if you guys wanna know about the announcement, you should follow my Instagram, which is chef.reina, Reina, and yeah, there's some crazy and very exciting things happening in the near future for sure. I'm excited.
Ooh, that's a good teaser.
Yes.
And as soon as we see that, I will make sure to share that on all of the SFBS social media platforms as well, so we can spread the word.
Thank you, Renee. Oh my God, is that Renee from Vegan Heat? Girl,
yeah, that's Renee from Vegan Heat. She's doing a cooking demo later on in World Veg Fest.
That girl's food, that girl knows flavor. I'm just gonna say, I approve that girl. I mean, not that I'm like the approver of foods, but she definitely knows flavor. I respect that girl so much.
I cannot wait to try her food. I've only seen photos of it, and my mouth is just watering.
Yeah, speaking of like, yeah. Yeah.
You know what I love about the community of vegan chefs in the Bay Area is everybody is so supportive of each other.
I love that too. Yeah.
It just makes me so happy. It really does. I see it all the time. All of my chef friends, they go and support each other's restaurants. They share all the photos on Instagram. They send other people in that direction. It's really amazing. It really is.
Thank
you so much, Steve.
Very close. Yeah, very,
Our
very
co-pilot
close
Deidre
knit.
just shared the name of your book, and then I'm going to be
Thank
posting the link
you.
later. Thank you, Dee.
Thank you so much.
And Renee's cooking demo is actually going to be on Sunday at 4 for anyone who wants to tune into that, the vegan heat cooking demo.
Awesome.
And this has been so much fun. Oh my gosh, I am so hungry. That looks amazing.
Here, you want to have some?
Yeah, I'll be right over.
I'm all the way in the Peninsula. I'm sorry, but I would.
Yeah,
I would
now
share
that
this
I'm in
with
Oakland, I'm
everybody.
so far away.
I know. It's so sad.
Oh, I'll be down there soon enough.
Yes, you will.
Oh, this has been so much fun and so educational. Let me see if we've got some more questions in here.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Yes, we definitely need to. I'm getting a lot of requests to post the link for your book, so I'm going to make sure and do that. I'll do that tonight on social media, folks.
Awesome.
Just so you know, I'm making myself a note right now. Right now.
Huh, I just saw someone say what kind of dessert would go with this.
Ooh,
there's so
that's
many.
That's a good question.
There's so many. Whew. Filipino dessert, or are you just dessert in general? I would do ice cream, but that's me. I would do a brownie and an ice cream. Yes. Oh, turon. Yeah, turon too. Turon is very
good
easy.
idea.
Yeah, so it's caramelized banana, caramelized fried banana with a side of, no, not vanilla ice cream, coconut ice cream. That's what I would do.
Nice.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Or ube, yeah, whatever you like.
Ube would be good too.
I haven't done that in a while. Everyone's asking me about that. I should do that.
It is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And for those of you who haven't tried Chef Reina's cooking, I highly recommend it in whatever way you can get it. Get yourself some of her cooking as soon as possible because it is amazing.
Thank you. You're so awesome. You're so awesome to me. I appreciate you so much.
I appreciate you. Thank you for always working on projects with me. And my goodness, do you remember Earth Day last year and that wind just picked up that tray?
Girl.
Folks, if you weren't there, the wind was so strong, it picked up this giant serving tray and threw it right at Rayna and got it right in the ear.
Right in the ear. I mean, I didn't stop, but in my mind, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I saw stars for seconds. Literally like so 10 seconds. I was like, whoa, I just saw stars. Like that was literally like, I've never been hit. And I literally turned my head as soon as I saw that pizza pan just boom, just hit my ear. And I was like, oh my gosh, that was so crazy. But it was fun. I loved it. It was memorable. For sure.
I saw it happening in slow motion. The wind was so strong. We were all holding the
You
tent
were holding on to the tent so the tent doesn't fly away. I was like, oh my gosh, is this tent gonna fly away and I'm gonna be here alone with my pot, and then next thing I know, I look over and there was this pizza pan just flying towards me. I'm like, okay, I have to protect my face. So I went like this and it went right to my, oh my gosh, that was hilarious.
It certainly was grace under pressure. You're right, Deidre.
Yeah. I actually, you know what? I it's funny because I say that in a lot of my interviews, and I was saying, my gosh, if I didn't have that Britney Spears microphone on, I would have been cussing my brains out. Like there was kids there, and I was about to just cuss my brains out. And I was thinking, okay, I'm live, everyone's listening. I'm like, I should just keep myself together, It's hilarious.
That was just, I'm amazed you would ever want to work with me again.
Yeah, it's like
usually it's not dangerous to work with me, I promise.
It was like remember when you came to the restaurant with your broken foot? Yeah. It was like that. I'm like, where are you? You walk right past the restaurant. I'm like, who is this girl limping?
I was totally dazed because I just re-injured my foot. In fact, it's so funny. We were talking to the Plant Powered Brothers earlier, and Monk said, have you broken any bones lately? And I was like, not that I'm aware of. And then I was like, oh, that's right. Last time he saw me, I was like, yes.
Yeah, I remember. I remember that
Oh,
was a good night. I love that though. The ending of that night was amazing. I love that.
oh, it was so much fun having Honey LeBronx, everybody's favorite drag queen, and she
I
was
love
so
love
much fun.
her.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Honey. If you're
yeah,
watching, Honey, we love you.
yeah. I love him too. I love him. Yeah.
Yeah, that was, well, we always have fun together, and I really, really appreciate you coming on and doing a cooking demo for us. And let me see if we have any final questions for you. Anybody got any more questions for Raina? Otherwise, I'm going to do the demo, the drawing, so you can see who the winner is.
Awesome.
Oh, and one thing real quick, I did my charming other co-host is Bob this evening. He's helping me with the raffle prizes, and his
Oh,
handwriting is
Bob.
terrible. And the last, he's very helpful, but his handwriting is terrible. And the last winner of the Free the Elk T-shirt from In Defense of Animals is Kevin Kumashiro. The last name
Yay!
is Kumashiro. So congratulations, Kevin, and we'll be in touch soon about that. And I am going to go ahead and do the drawing for your 2-hour cooking class,
Yes,
which
I
is
can't
an
wait.
awesome prize. And I wish I could win that. All right, I'm going to shuffle. Look at all of these donations. Thank you so much,
Ooh,
everybody.
nice.
This is amazing. This is amazing. And San Francisco Veg Society is completely funded on our donations. So we really, really appreciate everybody's contributions to allow us to keep on doing the work that we do. All righty, let me see who the big winner is. Gabriella Schultz. Gabriella Schultz, you are the winner.
Gabriella.
Yay! I will be in touch with you soon, and then I'll get you in touch with Chef Reina, and you can organize the cooking class. Thank you so much for participating, and another great way to support the work we do is to become a member of San Francisco Veg Society. You can do that by going to sfvs.org/membership. We have a few different membership levels. We have the regular membership is $25 a year, or we have a student and senior discount for $20. And you could also do a lifetime membership, which is $500, and that is for your whole life, forever and ever. So go to sfvs.org/membership. And thanks everybody so much for joining us tonight for our first day of our very first ever virtual World Veg Fest. We really appreciate everybody tuning in and contributing. And thank you, Rayna. I really appreciate you coming in. And I know that you're super, super busy right now. So we really appreciate you tuning in. And I will definitely post the link for your book later tonight.
Awesome. Good job, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a great night, everybody.
You
Thank
too.
you. We'll see you tomorrow. The first demo tomorrow is going to be at 9. That's going to be an aerobic session with Linda Middlesworth from Vegan Mentor. And as you may know, she's also the co-founder of VDog, the vegan dog food company. Thank you so much, everyone. And we will see you tomorrow. Have a great night. Bye-bye.